Let's start this. Toriko 353 live reaction periodic. All right. So we got Before the World. 1 week left until the gourmet eclipse. The countdown until the king of all ingredients, God, appears. The world waits, drooling for the final God week. And it says falls into darkness and is destroyed. And how many pages? 18 pages, so a relatively short chapter. All right, we got a big map of the world. It's showing the inner human world and then in the gourmet world surrounding it. And it says, and now for the main course. The fearsome kings assault the scattered, dreaded demons. Once these most powerful men gathered the foods thereafter, what will this fight bring, and what of the world? So it's just showing kind of where everybody is in Area 3. You have Coco and his dude against the one of the Neo that spawned off of Asaya or Akaya, however you pronounce his name. And the Crow God or the Crow King. In Area 1, you have Medora fighting Joa or whatever. In Area 2, you have Stay-Jun and you got Toriko. And you also have in that area, it appears, Jiru versus the what's-its-faces, the Nitros. And in kind of like a sub-little region there, you have Don Slime versus Neo. In Area 8, you have one of the kings versus a portion of Neo. In Area 7, again, you have the Monkey King versus one of them. In Area 6, Komatsu just came out of the ocean. In Area 5, you have Zebra and the Tengu dude, I forgot his name, and also the Horse King versus one of the what's it called there? One of the Neo things. I don't even know what the hell you call them. The Neo portion things. I don't know. The 7 that split off of him. And then we also have Sunny in Area 4, and he's with the Yakuza dude. I forgot his name, the chef. And you have the Snake King versus, again, one of the Neo. All right, let's go. Area 8, Horse King Hill. Acacia's demon that ascended to this place came to do battle with the Horse King. He looks fucked up, dude. But his strategy of puffing up its body to make itself bigger and bigger backfired on itself, having completely adverse effect instead. With its prey having become a large target, the Horse King was easily able to take aim. Herrick breath, boom, throws a huge breath. With a single breath of the Horse King's nose, oh, if he did it through the nose, like, it renders the entire space before it into a vacuum. But what would happen if he were to release all that air at once? This blast just now was just him taking aim slightly downwards towards the ground and letting out a little breath like a sigh of relief. So he blasted straight into freaking space, dude. Area 7, Monkey Restaurant. Boom! So this mofo is freaking blowing up, even while being torn into little pieces as this creature still continuously and relentlessly let loose attack after attack. The Monkey King Bambina just danced. It was a dance of joy. The Monkey King thought to himself, stupid ass. Oh, nope, I got a freaking... Thank you, Mr. Bo2Kid123. Appreciate that. I better add it in the background. It was like a dance of joy. The Monkey King thought to himself, if only this moment could go on forever. So he was so happy because he was dancing and he was like ripping up this Neo version thing. But with the Monkey King's attacks, which hit with the force of meteors coming crashing down one after the next, soon the creature lost any semblance of shape, form, or existence. It's all gone, and Monkey King's all crying and stuff. He's got his hands on his mouth, tears are coming out. Zanj-sama, if you want to run, I think this would be the perfect time. So Zombie's there. Yeah, you're right. This is my one and only chance to get out of it. And he's like, He looks at the ground. And then there's the Herrick breath from the freaking king, the Horse King. Boom, blast through. This is where the horse's king breath came out. Jesus. The Monkey King realized immediately, there is still someone here. Someone that can play with me. Maybe he's talking about the Horse King? Area 5, Food Region Forest. The expanse of the Deer King, Sky Deer's antlers that make up this forest is home to some of the most powerful monsters of the gourmet world, said to have an average capture level of 4,000, which is crazy. So just on the Sky Deer's antlers are level 4,000 freaking gourmet monsters. Ridiculous. The creature that descended into this forest had already devoured over 1,000 of its over 100 of its wild beasts, but for some reason, suddenly, it had completely lost track of where it was. So this one's like very weird, almost looks like a bat with like a bunch of tongues and like a weird Tengu head. It's like very confused. Just what was going on? It had absolutely no idea of where it was. The Deer King Sky Deer, with its same air of composure, calmly stopped walking. At last, it seems it had invoked the anger of the Deer King. This is a space created by Sky Deer, placing creatures into an absolute state of confusion. With the passing of a few seconds, they rot away and decay as if hundreds of millions of years had gone by. Jesus. These these gourmet kings are ridiculously overpowered. Area 4, Gourmet Garden. Picked plum. Normally, umebushi. It's written here, umeboshi, plum star, created by a fan from Tokyo. Alright, so a little Japanese plum there. This creature had been devouring the sweet nectar of the flower garden here. But the nectar was gradually becoming more and more stimulated and provoked. The creature was little by little starting to melt and dissolve. These are digestive fluids. This isn't a flower garden at all. The creature finally took in its surroundings. Plum stars that normally fly through space, and mushrooms that swim with splendor across the Milky Way, and meteoroid fish that swim between the planets. These are all ingredients not found on Earth. So you got like some crazy looking melty kind of aliens, pretty much, because they're freaking aliens. With its fading moments of consciousness, the creature realized it was inside the stomach of Mother Snake. Those who meet the gaze of Mother Snake will die. The fearsome digestive strength of the Snake King was not limited to the creatures of the earth alone. Holy shit, the freaking Snake King could stretch itself out of the earth and grab freaking monsters that are going by, flying by the damn planet. That's ridiculous. This was the creature's first time ever experiencing itself being digested, while slowly traveling through the Snake King's body length of 22 kilometers. Now as the creature slowly felt itself dissolving away, it basked in the sensation. Area 3. This creature took to the great heights, so this one's flying around. It's got 6 wings. In order to not fall under the shadow of death created by Emperor Crow, but that ultimately caused its own demise, because even above it in the sky, it cast its shadow of death, as the sun was beneath the Bird King. What? The Bird King had spit out a ball of light just like the sun, so that it could cast its own shadow everywhere around itself. Good lord. Emperor Shadow. Boom! So like big explosion. The creature's thoughts were cut off to the point that it didn't even know its own goal. For a creature who originally had nothing other than its appetite, to forget even that fell into madness and chaos, and without a single sound was annihilated. Yo, these freaking creatures are ridiculous. And Jetstrom, to answer your question, it's the intro to Attack on Titan. That's the music that I use. Area 2, Toriko and Starjun versus Wolf King Guinness. Oh yeah, Wolf King just showed up. But there's got to be one of the Neos that shows up to interrupt this thing, because they're not, I mean, they're going to get freaking annihilated. There's gigantic battles happening all over the surface of the earth right now. At this rate, the entire earth might really end up getting destroyed. Yeah, but those are all nothing more than the side battles, because if God is really appearing on this island, let's see what he says, then our fight is the main course. Isn't that right, Battle Wolf? Let's have a fight worthy of a battle for God. Toriko, I'm fine. I've already fought with the 8 kings twice before, even though they all ended in utter defeat. This time, I know I can fight. Besides, I got you here with me, Starjun. I like how he says it with a smile on his face, like they're not freaking mortal enemies, like Starjun didn't leave him for dead with an arm missing and a leg missing, and he didn't blast a hole through Starjun's chest. You ate the air that brunch delivered to you, didn't you, Star? He's like, yeah. Then we can do this. Oh, it's showing his hand is transforming into the demon thing. Wait, something's wrong. Right now, what he's looking at, it isn't us. What? They both look around. Freaking this dude smells the air, turns around, and then there's the freaking monster about to eat both of them. What? They're both like, what the hell is this? Area 6, but it showed the eye of the Battle Wolf, so you know he's about to fuck it up. Area 6. Oh, there's the last page already. Good lord. Area 6, Black Triangle. Let's hurry up and get going already. If we use the warp road, we can travel to the continent in an instant. First, we've got to get to the next continent. Area 5. Zebra-san and Brunch-san should have already gotten their hands on news. After that is Area 4 for Sunny-san and Livebearer-san. Then Area 3 for Coco-san and Taran-san. And then Area 2 to reunite with Toriko-san. So that's Komatsu yelling, like, we got to get there because we got to reunite with everybody and get all of the freaking courses. Chapter 353 and collecting Akasia's full course. Next chapter, Komatsu's caravan goes to pick everyone up. Let's go get them, the full course in their hands, and let's fight to free this world from distress and anguish. All right, so I was worried for a second because Moon was eaten, and Moon had like the biggest appetite of everyone, so that was shocking to me. But I assumed because they said that Moon was eaten by one of the little Neo spawns that all of the 8 kings were going to be killed, or the remaining 7 kings were going to be killed. So now I'm thinking maybe it was a mistake that Moon actually wasn't eaten. I'm not sure. But all I know is that, the 7 gourmet kings beat the shit out of these little Neo spawns. And now, mind you, they are little Neo spawns, so it's not actually Neo himself. It's not actually Akasia himself. But they went to work on these dudes. First off, Bambina, the Monkey King, didn't even take off his gear, didn't even take off the suit that he had to take off against the 4 Heavenly Kings. Freaking the Horse King just did one little breath, one little sigh, and he ripped this thing to shreds. That was crazy. The Deer King just figured he would stop walking. He didn't even fight. He just stopped walking and he killed him. These dudes are monstrous. I freaking love the Gourmet Kings. They're awesome. That was a pretty awesome chapter. I love when it pays attention to side characters. And these Gourmet Kings aren't even real characters. I mean, they have no personality, really. I mean, except for Bambina. That was explained. But they are freaking powerful, and I cannot wait. It's got to be a setup because they're all most likely going to fight against Neo himself when he comes out against Akasia himself, and they're most likely going to get trounced, and it's going to show how powerful that he is. But just to see them take out those Neo spawns like that was pretty legit. I appreciated that. Anyway, love this chapter. It was pretty awesome. Like, favorite, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. As always, this is Periodic saying see ya.